Hey everyone, and welcome back to Trenddive. Now everyone has sat down and daydreamed about having a big house with a pool filled with all of the luxury of a lavish lifestyle. Now, take that dream house of yours and double, no, better yet, triple its size. Make that pool bigger. Add, say, a hot tub, a sauna, maybe even a movie theater. Now that's more like it, right? If you have a really good imagination, then you might be looking at something close to what we have in store for you today. The only problem is, the house costs a fortune in the real world. Well, some people may have that fortune, so in this video, we will be diving into 5 houses that cost way too much money. But before we get on to that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps us out a lot. Also, make sure to stay until number 1 to see the most expensive house in the world. You won't believe what this mansion comes with and how much it costs. So, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 5, 4 Fairfield Pond, New York, USA, $248.5 million. Is it any surprise that the first house on our list is located in one of the most expensive concrete jungles in the US, New York City? Well, Long Island to be exact. This 63-acre property is nestled right on the edge of the Hamptons and sits right on Fairfield Pond. The mansion itself has a floor area of around 64,000 square feet, making it a behemoth in its own right. Property owner Ira Renner is the owner of Renco Group, which is a holding investment company in smelting and auto manufacturing. Business must be booming because this baby comes with a king's ransom for that price tag of $248 million, equipped with 29 bedrooms and 3 light-up swimming pools. 4 Fairfield Pond sounds more like a hotel than a house. But that's not all. Whenever Ira wants to have a dinner party, she can invite everyone she knows to the 91-foot dining room for cocktails. There is room for everyone. The electricity bill in this place must be massive. Well, that's the thing. It even has its own power plant. And with all the land comes so much room for activities. The property boasts a bevy of sporty features, including a bowling alley, tennis courts, squash courts, and a full-size basketball court. That is one hell of a start to this list. Number 4, Villa Les Sedaris, French Riviera, France, $393 million. The rest of this list will feature homes solely outside of the US, starting with number 4. Making our way to the French Riviera in France, we find the Villa Les Sedaris. If you think royalty when you think of mansions, then you'd hit this one right on the nose. Built for the King of Belgium in 1830, this 18,000 square foot villa has royalty written all over it. Inside sit 14 bedrooms filled with exquisite art, antique furniture, and sophistication that drips off of everything from the curtains to the bedding. What's more is that it comes with a 3,000 book library, a ballroom, and an Olympic-sized pool. You know, in case the national swimming team just decides to show up for practice one day. To top it off, outside sits a horse stable that is large enough to fit up to 30 horses. So, let's recap. Art, a ballroom, a massive library, and a horse stable. It would seem that you would have to have a certain level of sophistication to even live here. And with a price of almost $400 million, your level of income would have to be even higher. Number 3, Villa Leopolda, Côte d'Azur, France, $740 million. The French sure do have some exquisite taste, right? Now that would seem apparent as the next house on our list is also in France. Coming in at number 3 is the Villa Leopolda. While in the same country as our last house, this one doesn't offer quite as much as far as amenities, but it sure does have a nice view. The Villa Leopolda sits on a 50-acre plot of land in the French countryside. Sounds like heaven to me. On the property, one can find a pool complete with its own pool house, a greenhouse, and a guest house. The villa itself comes equipped with a luxury outdoor kitchen because, well, cooking is king in France. And all of that said, the woman who owns it, Brazilian philanthropist Lily Safra, might have paid too much. This place doesn't come with nearly as much sparkle as the first two on this list, but you wouldn't guess that from its $740 million price tag. Yes, you heard that right. And in case you can't wrap your head around that number, here it is again. $750 million. For that much money, the French countryside better actually be heaven. Number 2, Buckingham Palace, London, UK, $1.53 billion. The number 2 house on our list is probably the most well-known property in the world next to the White House. Buckingham Palace, located in the heart of London, has housed the royal family since 1837. Now, it's hard to think of this thing as a house as it comes with 775 rooms. Among those 775 are 92 offices, 188 staff rooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, and 78 bathrooms. Again, this is a house. Buckingham Palace is not only massive, but also eloquent in its design and structure. The interior is filled with crystal chandeliers and exquisite pieces of art. Everything inside screams expensive, expensive, expensive. This baby comes fully stocked with a chapel, a doctor's office, a cafeteria, a post office, a movie theater, and an indoor swimming pool. Number 2 comes with something that no other house on this list has: its own ATM. The outdoors boast the largest garden in all of London, with over 40 acres of greenery. And it doesn't stop there, as the palace continues underground, with secret tunnels connecting it to the House of Parliament and Clarence House. This is the most expensive house in the world at $1.5 billion. Number 1, Antilia Mumbai, India, $1.18 billion. Now, the number 1 house on this list is not the most expensive, but it is the most ridiculous. For our next property, we take this list to India, to quite possibly the most extravagant property in the entire world. Owned by India's richest man, makes Ambani, this 27-story property comes with a price tag of almost $1.2 billion. Not to mention, it's located in one of the most poverty-stricken areas in the entire world in Mumbai. That doesn't seem to bother Ambani though. Built to survive a massive earthquake, this property is over 400,000 square feet of pure luxury. The features and amenities alone will help you to come to terms with the price, though they will also make you realize just how unnecessary all of it is. So brace yourself. Starting from the bottom, there is a 6-story parking garage that can hold up to 68 cars, a dance studio, a 50-seat home theater equipped with a wine room, snack bar, and entertainment space, and an entire floor dedicated to the servicing of Ambani's luxury car collection. Another 6 floors act as the family residence. Then there are houses for the staff, a 2-story health center with a jacuzzi and a pool, and the rooftop comes with 3 helicopter pads because, well, one's not enough. Oh yeah, and to make sure you don't have to go up all of those stairs to live here, the property comes with 9 high-speed elevators. This house is the definition of way too much money. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this unbelievably expensive list. While you are here, go ahead, click the links above to check out some of our other awesome videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.